river-like conditions.
Sobering sights from the Big Apple, Mr. John.
Yeah, we were talking about it last night, right? 10 and 11 saying it was going to be a bad day, warning our folks who travel from the Poconos into the city every day for work that things are going to get real dicey there, and that's exactly what played out. Some pretty good notice there. Unfortunately, some people getting stuck, but that had plenty of notice. Certainly known that it was going to be a big deal storm down for the city. Thankfully for us, not a lot of rain. In fact, we thought we'd find in the Poconos maybe an inch or more, but that just didn't really twist around that way. I want to show you what we're seeing on the radar now. That heavy rain that was over the 5 boroughs has now pushed eastbound, and it's heading over Long Island. You can see some heavier rain into western Connecticut, portions of Massachusetts too, looking at upwards of 3 inches of rain there even. So this storm certainly creating a lot of havoc now across some of the New England states, but for us, it's been really no big deal. Right now, we're seeing a couple of light showers out in Pike County, it looks like, maybe drifting towards the Paupack, but that's not going to amount to too much. There's also been a little bit of action up across portions of the northern tier. Now, overnight into early this morning is probably when we saw the bulk of the rain. Places like Tafton along the Paupack, about 7/10 of an inch of rain. Weatherly, 2/10 of an inch. Our backyard, 4/100. So thankfully, it was kind of much ado about nothing today, and not like we needed any more rain this month. In fact, when you kind of look back through the records, we picked up more than 6 inches of rain this month, which puts us at the 17th, tied for the 17th wettest September on record. So nowhere in the top 5. You can see those numbers on the screen. Remember 2011, over 11 inches of rain in the month, and just a couple of years ago, over 10 inches of rain. This is the scene that we have now, and again, it's better than expected. We thought it was going to be cloudy and a little more wet today. It just didn't turn out that way, and certainly no complaints. Actually breaking out of some of the cloud cover at times today, feeling at least a little bit of warmth of sunshine. 66 degrees is your temperature at this point. Lots of 60s down through a lot of our valleys, a little cooler in the hills, and especially eastern Pennsylvania, where the clouds have been a little more stubborn today, and also where you saw some of those higher rainfall amounts. Overnight, there will still be a few showers around, temperatures down into the mid-50s for your overnight low. Also tonight, officially speaking, the moon was full a little before 6 this morning. However, as it rises tonight, it will still appear full, and this is your full harvest moon. The harvest moon is the full moon nearest the fall equinox. When it's not the case, and the full moon in October is closer to the fall equinox than the one here in September is known as the corn moon, or also the leaves changing moon. This is going to be the last in a series of supermoons too, so assuming we get a chance to see it and it breaks out from behind the cloud cover, it'll be a little bigger and a little brighter than your standard full moon. Here's your weekend, and got to tell you, I love the looks of this. Low 70s for tomorrow, morning clouds giving way to afternoon sun, and just a whole bunch of sunshine on Sunday, a sterling day to get us into the month of October. Archery deer season opening this weekend, opens tomorrow morning, and you can expect a mostly cloudy sky, some light winds generally from the east, and temperatures in the low and mid 50s as the hunt begins early tomorrow morning. Also, it's going to be a great leaf peeping weekend thanks to the sunshine and the warmer air moving in. We're starting to find some decent color, especially through the hills up through the northern tier counties and down into some of the endless mountains too. Elsewhere, some little pops of color now and again, but certainly I would tell you that if you're doing a little leaf peeping this weekend, head up north along Route 6, good chance to see it. Also with clear skies this weekend, great time to see the International Space Station fly over. 2 great chances to see it. The one tomorrow is going to be basically directly overhead. It starts at 8:18. Look for that solid white dot moving across the sky, not blinking, solid dot. That lasts 4 minutes. Then on Sunday, another great chance, an even longer pass at 6 minutes, and that's going to start at 7:30. So take a mental snapshot of that and be sure to look up. Temperatures are on the way up. Average highs are in the upper 60s now as we go into the month of October. We'll be safely above that a lot of next week. We're in for a lot of sunshine. We're also in for some really warm air, well up into the upper 70s, even some low 80s heading our way. You can see basically no chance for rain this week. I think our next best chance would be sometime later on Friday. That's our next system. But between now and then, well, that's a 7-day. Sunshine as we clear out the clouds tomorrow and wrap up the month of September. October gets off to a great start with a sterling day, lots of sun, upper 70s, and I see some low 80s in our future for next week. So kick back if you have a hammock and just lay back in photosynthetic heaven and enjoy the comfortable air coming our way.
Sounds like you're going to be doing that.
I just might.
All right, John.
It's a heck of an idea, John. Thanks.